Hi, Dan and the TI peeps. This week I want to talk about the TV shows that I'm watching and what it is about them that appeals to me. Championship Wrestling from Hollywood is off TV for the time being. That's sad to hear, but as I mentioned in my last call, I haven't had time to watch it lately anyway. My latest non-wrestling TV addiction is Rocky Mountain Bounty Hunters. It's a great show that follows a couple of teams of guys, one in Colorado and one in Montana. It's full of amazing scenery, badasses, losers, and danger. Kind of like pro wrestling, but with better storylines. It's on Animal Planet, channel 282 on DirecTV, which is on the cheapest tier. It's a fun show with the added twist of manhunts that include long treks via horseback, body surfing whitewater rapids, and the like, all while trying not to get shot by the perps.
Bullet Club for life.
New Japan on Axis. This week they aired the G1 Climax final from 2013. Tanahashi working on the already injured right knee of Naito, who sells the hell out of it. The entire match is spent mercilessly attacking the injured body part, with suspense building as to whether or not the poor guy can survive it. It's awesome old school style. There's great English commentary calling the match. The commentary repeatedly reminds us that these guys are at the end of a grueling 11-day tournament, and they've accumulated a bunch of injuries along the way. There's no distractions. It's like watching the best of old school matches from the 70s combined with the speed and high-flying style of later decades. The commentators aren't selling the network or selling Tout or selling Slim Jim or selling the next pay-per-view or selling some other show or some other match. Instead, they sell the injuries, they sell the skill of the wrestlers, they sell the match that they're calling right now. What a concept. This weekly show is all about long matches. This particular match went 26 minutes and 44 seconds. They filled an hour-long show with this one single match, and the pre-match and post-match promos, and the commercials, as they do every week. There's no disappointments, there's nothing to skip except the commercials, and that's trivial with a DVR. This is a show for the pre-ADD generation. It's not at all boring, but they aren't hitting you with 19 different topics that are unrelated to the match you're watching at the moment. They actually concentrate on one match that's happening right now, and boy do they ever get it right. They aren't trying to have one show be all things to all fans. They aren't trying to appeal to the casual fan or the channel surfer who stumbles across it. They have targeted a specific demographic, the hardcore wrestling fan, and they're sticking to stuff that appeals to that fan. There's no kiddie stuff, no diva soap operas, no comedy, no blowing up the CEO's limousine, no 18-second matches or even 2-minute matches. It's awesome. When they do have to take a commercial break, they wait and take it when there's a break in the action, not in the middle of a hot run of action. And when they return from the commercial break, they're right back to where they left off. Nothing is missed, because as WCW used to say, cameras are rolling during the commercial break. But unlike WCW, they actually show you the entire match. There's no 4-minute gap from the breaks. There's also no closed fists. Instead, they use forearms, elbows, open hand slaps, and European uppercuts. Imagine that. There are rules, and the heels occasionally break them. But the referee doesn't let that happen very much. There are consequences. It's awesome. The only flaw I saw was that Naito forgot to sell the injured knee right after the match. It was reminiscent of Rusev alternately remembering and forgetting to sell the ankle after Swagger caught him in the ankle lock a few months ago. Naito was pretty emotional after the match, and evidently he just genuinely forgot to sell it after the match was over. Oh well, if that's my only nit to pick, I'm happy. Seriously, I've been watching wrestling for nearly 55 years, and I've finally found the perfect promotion. The only things missing are Flair-like promos and live shows in Denver. It's as if they custom designed a wrestling program for me. It's awesome. Alright, that's it for me this week. Look forward to hearing from all you guys. Bye-bye.
You're welcome!
Rocky Mountain High.